Just before we go all the way back, I just want to run it right forward to this weekend. This will be a special day of Oates coming out, part of the double header alongside the men. It kind of shows where you've come from, doesn't it, over the last few years and the opportunity you've got this weekend?
Yeah, it's massive. I mean, we've had a couple of games here previous seasons, but to be able to come, especially on a Saturday, like come and play before the men, it's really exciting. And a lot of the girls, new girls that have come in and never had this opportunity, like I have previous seasons. So yeah, everyone's really excited, really looking forward to it.
It's obviously you've been part of this for a while now, but this has felt like a big winter for the club, with the club coming, the women's side coming into the sort of clubs running and things like that. Have you noticed a change around the place and a real step up in kind of the drive forward for the women's side?
Yeah, I definitely have. Like I said, I've been here quite a while, so I've been here since the women's game started in Huddersfield, and now you can just tell and see the pathway that the women's, especially the women's game in general, including here at Huddersfield, is going.
As you say, you've been here a while. You'll have the chance to play on this pitch in this stadium this weekend, but all the way back, I guess it was very different, probably playing on amateur pitches, maybe picking glass up off the pitch just to get games. What are your memories of sort of starting out?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I remember like more of pre-season rather than games. You know, like pre-season we were coming in and we were training here, there and everywhere. You know, just trying to get somewhere where we were able to get together and train, because we didn't have the facilities of the AstroTurf that we have at Lawn Hill now. We were training on Leeds Road, and then it was dark, so we had to find school facilities to train at. So now we've got set facilities. We use the zone, we use the Lawn Hill, we use the Leeds Road, so we've got loads more training facilities for us to be able to get to a position to compete in the league.
And I know everyone talks about professionalism and paying players being the end goal, but having stuff like that, having good facilities to train on, having staff that can help you out, that is all part of the professional experience, isn't it? It makes you feel like almost getting on par with the men, that you've got that support around you.
100%. I've always said that the money will come, and the money's a bonus. It's not, for us as female athletes, we just want to perform, and we want to be able to have good facilities, good medical, which is exactly what we've been given this year.
How did your rugby journey start? Were you a Thornhill
yes,
junior?
Yes. Well, I wasn't a junior actually. I didn't start till I was 19.
Oh, sorry, right.
So I did Muay Thai beforehand.
Right.
Did that for about 5 years. Became British champion. And then I kind of just stopped that. I lost a fight and had a bit of a if about whether it were my fault or not, kind of thing. And I just kind of fell out of love with it. And then had a few years out of sport in general. And then my friend said, we're starting to team up to start, and I mean, I was absolutely rubbish. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. I played full back as well at the time, and now obviously I'm a hooker, so times have changed. But yeah, I started when I was 19, so I've done it for around 9 years now.
Well, how did you get into Muay Thai as a youngster?
So my dad did Muay Thai when he was younger, and I was getting bullied at school, just like general, boys just being boys. But I was like, right, we're not having it. If someone's bullying you, you've got to be able to stick up for yourself, kind of thing. So it took me. I did it for around 5 years.
When you get to British champion level, then is there ever an opportunity to do that as a career? Was that ever an option at one stage?
Yeah, so because I was a junior, it was quite different to an adult, so there was no head contact or anything like that, so basically all body shots and things like that. So I would have, if I'd have carried on, I'd have probably had a chance to compete at an adult level, without all the guarding on and things like that. So, but obviously that's something that I fell out of love with, that I didn't really want to carry on doing.
How did you find the switch to rugby then initially? I guess not many of the skills can translate over, can they?
Yeah, I think it was more just the mental toughness that helped me get, because obviously when you fight, you get knocked about a little bit or whatever, and the training's quite intense. So I feel like with that's helped me transition into becoming a rugby player.
When you started playing for Giants, I assume it was just like, did you come on a trial or something like that?
Yeah, so I actually quit in 2018 rugby. Started the first ever under 14 girls team at Thornhill Children's. Right. So obviously I was coaching, it takes up a lot of your time. So I didn't have time for both. And with work as well, I work in leisure, I work weekends. So I managed to swap my weekend day, so I worked on a Sunday but then I coached on a Saturday, and I did really enjoy that. I did it for a year without me playing, and then I moved to Dewsbury Celtic for the Summer League, and had a couple of games as and when I could get time off work. I kind of realised that I was missing it, and I was thinking, right, what's my next opportunity? I want to be able to play and compete at a good level, and then seeing that Huddersfield Giants were doing trials, thought, right, this is my shot. If I get in, I'll carry on. If I don't, I'll just stick to my coaching. And obviously I'm here now playing.
If someone had said 4 or 5 years down the line, England performance squad, signing a professional contract, getting opportunities like this weekend, it's been a bit of a whirlwind, I guess.
Yeah, I'd have said, I don't be daft. Like, that's impossible. But yeah, it's crazy how far myself and the sport has come definitely over the last 5-6 years.
And the steps the club are taking to try and, I guess, bridge that gap between the best teams and the rest. Do you feel like there's an opportunity to maybe do that and take a step forward this year?
Yeah, I think the thing is, it's what's behind closed doors, and what people see is whether people want to come to the club or not. You've got your top teams which have got the best of the best players in there, which is absolutely fantastic. But they set a platform for people like, right, I want to play for them. Yeah. Do you know? And that's what Huddersfield need to do. Huddersfield need to set a platform, be taken over by the club, having good medical, paying players in contracts is going to give people that, I'm going to go play for Huddersfield.
And I get, the likes of Leeds and York in the past have always had the ability to take the better players away from other clubs, but look at some of the signings you've made this summer. You've done that as well, haven't you? Grace has come from Warrington, things like that. It seems like you guys have got an opportunity to not catch them up, but certainly, as I say, bridge that gap, haven't you?
Yeah, and that's exactly what we need. Like I said, we need them players to go, I want to go play for Huddersfield. Grace is a great example. She was here when they were under 19s, and then she left, she went to Bradford, Warrington, and then obviously she's made her way back here, which she understands where the club was and where the club's got to. So for her to come and sign for us, it just shows that the club has changed since she was last here, and she's wanting to come and play for Huddersfield.
You were in that first ever team, weren't you? I think you've got one of the first heritage numbers, haven't you?
Yeah, number eight, yeah.
Number 8, I think even though you're a hooker, number 8. That's
yeah.
But I guess, that was 5 years ago. If you look 5 years down the line, maybe 10 years down the line, there's an opportunity to kind of leave a legacy for young girls who are just getting into it now, maybe like you, or once upon a time they can see you, they can see the girls out on the field and think, we could be the next generation of Huddersfield players. That's a pretty cool thought, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. And I think as well, like, it's very easy, like women not in contracts can go wherever they want to go. You can switch and swap to clubs whenever you like, really. But for me, I was when I started here, I want to finish here. It's kind of like I've been through the pathway from 5 years ago to now, and seen how much it's changed, seen how much I can bring to the girls and the club. So to be able to see the pathway and the young girls coming in, we've got some girls that are 10 years younger than me, so them coming in and seeing what the club's like, and kind of me and maybe the older generation of girls setting that platform for the girls to understand who we are, what we are, and what we want to achieve.
It's more than just the money then, isn't it, for you? Like you say, you could go and sign for another club and maybe get paid match fees, but this is about building something like a legacy, isn't it? For
100%. I with anything I do, you can never just start from the top. You've got to start from the bottom and work your way up. And if you get that opportunity to play for another club that might be a higher standard or whatever, then I'd expect anybody to go for it. But for me, I play because I love it. I don't play to be at the best already. I want to earn that ability to be able to get there, and I want that to be here.
Just finally, obviously it's a double header this weekend. The men are playing after, so there'll be people filling into the ground, probably people coming early to watch you guys play. I mean, how cool a thought is that, knowing that there'll be potentially thousands in this stand watching you out on the field?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think as well, like, there probably will be people that maybe not obviously watched us before.
Yeah.
That think, all right, well, it's Saturday, we can get there a bit early, have a little watch of the women's.
Is that an opportunity as well to get new people maybe hooked on the team?
Yeah, 100%, because like, a lot of people, when you've got a specific sport or a specific team, you kind of stick to that, don't you? You don't really think, I'll go watch somebody else, or I'll go do this or whatever. So if as many people that can come down and watch us, only helps us on the field, having that support behind us, and hopefully getting that win.
Brilliant.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.